Good morning. You see where I'm standing, America. I'm standing in front of our nation's capital here in Washington, D.C., the White House, where President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama is here, and the First Lady and the daughters. And we're just so grateful today to start a brand new YouTube experience. It's called Life in a Day, and it's going to be in English. I'm Carl DeShazier, a.k.a. Dr. Belle, shooting a Life in a Day documentary historic cinematic experience today, July 24th, 2010. Let the camera roll. One of my passions is working with the homeless here in the U.S. and abroad, and etc. Now, I was a member of Mount Pleasant Baptist Church in Herndon, Virginia for 2 years, and I was just loving working with the homeless in the Washington, D.C. area. One of our missions was to work with Central Union Mission to build a woman's shelter and work with the homeless and give them winter coats and all, and I've been hooked ever since. All our vacation spots that my wife Sarah, my daughter Dallas, we go to, we always give the homeless and work with those communities when we go in at St. Thomas, St. Lucia. And just recently we were down in Miami, Florida at South Beach, which we didn't know had a big homeless problem. And we were there and we got touched by working with the homeless in South Beach. They slept on the beach. They, we fed them nightly after we left various restaurants and etc. And I just love the homeless. So what you need to do now is get ready and follow me, because we're going to take you for a ride in Washington, D.C. to show you the plight of the homeless in a very positive manner. Life in a Day continues in Rollins Park in Washington, D.C. I am sitting with my three brothers here who are absolutely homeless. I am sitting with Milton. Milton, how are you?
All right.
Good, good. I am sitting with Jason. Jason, thank you for kneeling, rather. And I'm sitting with my brother Richard. I should have said this earlier, but I wanted to really get your name. So Milton, what's your full name?
Milton Johnson III.
Milton Johnson III. And yours?
Richard Henderson.
And yours?
Josiah Jackson.
Okay, those are your names. Now, I'm going to ask each one of you guys a series of questions as we go through this. And my first question is, Milton, where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. And I'm going to ask you a series of questions that may be a little bit sensitive, but we need to do this because we need to be able to better the homeless situation in Washington, D.C. Why do you think that you're here this morning sitting in the park? What's the formula that got you here?
Got me here?
Yeah.
No work.
No work.
No work.
That is so solid, because no job, no money, you can't pay for an apartment, you can't pay for utilities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You have relatives in the area?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Would you like to say hello to anyone out here in America and abroad?
Yes, my mother.
Your mother?
Yeah.
Now who is
Mildred Johnson.
Mrs. Johnson, fantastic.
Yeah.
Would you like to say hello to her, and anybody else, any other relatives?
Yeah. Hello, Mom. How you doing?
Right,
Your son is back in town.
Very good. There's a camera right there.
I've been in Florida for the last 5 years, so I'm back.
Very good. And there's nothing like a mother's love.
That's right.
No matter what you are. You can be homeless, you can be whatever.
She always gonna welcome her son.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's fantastic. Okay. And Jason, what's your full name?
My name is Josiah Jackson.
And where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
I originally stayed in Washington, D.C. because I have my mom's up here, and my grandmother, and a couple of family members. Right now, as far as why I'm out here, why I'm in the park and things like that, dealing with this lifestyle, as you call it. No job, no work, can't pay no bills, barely eating properly. Health is 70, 100, It's hard out here, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And people out here just not throwing the ball in my court. You know what I mean? I need some help, I need some assistance. But you got people that's giving us so much red tape to where as though they taking us through too many obstacles. You know what I mean? And we need help, but we don't need to be criticized.
Are there any messages you'd like to say to your family members, whether they're local, national, or international? Because this is going to be on YouTube, and it's a big community worldwide.
What I want to say, this for my mother.
And what's your name?
My mother's name is Teresa Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
What I want to say to you is one day we need to get some understanding in our life, man, so we can grow instead of keep pushing each other away from each other. Because the longer we keep doing that, we are never going to grow, and we're going to always have friction in our life.
Thank you so very, very much. And Richard, what about yourself? What's your full name?
Richard Henderson.
Mr. Henderson, where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
D.C. Okay.
Born there.
All right. What? I pulled up, excuse me, I pulled up this morning, and I saw you, and I said, well, this is a great part to start this interview off. And you guys said you would do the interview, excuse me, and you're here now, and I'm just wondering, why are you in this park?
My story comes from a series of falls. I feel like, into drugs, homelessness, joblessness, about 8 years ago, and I haven't been able to get back, to a foundation. As a result of, a city, man, that lacks a shelter system, man, that's safe. A city that lacks strong drug and alcohol, programs. A city, man, that lacks housing, and therefore, I'm out there, getting up every day, man, trying to find my way back, through kitchens, man, through going to a job, every day.
Sure.
It's a struggle, right? But I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna lose my self-respect. But I'll keep on going, man.
Can you reiterate one thing? You said you weren't giving up. That's a key word to this whole situation. Whether it's homelessness, trying to find jobs, whether it's whatever, relationships, giving up. Talk about giving up a little bit. I know you said you weren't going to give up, but just talk to the world about that.
It's a challenge because every day you stand in line, you don't have the proper ID, the proper skills, resumes. Folks say, well, come back tomorrow, we'll see you, and then I've been on this man for housing for about 5 years now, but things are so it's connected. Right. That I can't find a way to put together.
Right. Well, what you remember is the word "give up." Don't any of you guys, Milton, Jason, or Richard, don't ever give up under no circumstances. That's what this is all about: continuing and getting to that next level. And even with your situation where you guys are at present, you're always available to help someone else. And the reason I say that, because when we leave this morning, we're going to share some stuff with you. We're going to do some things for you. And this is not for you all. It's for everyone that you run into and pass the word on, okay? God loves you, and so do I. And what I want to do right now is just give you a big hug. I don't have to stand up because we'll lose our camera focus. So I just want to give you a hug. God bless you. And God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. Love you. And what we want to do now is thank you for your time, and God bless you in the life of the day. And we want to give you some love packs. So love packs. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3.
Say, Carl.
Yes.
Kevin McDonald wants to know, what do you fear?
Oh, Lord. Kevin, other than God, I fear drowning, so I don't want to go on any boats or any cruises, sort of like the Titanic.
What do you love?
I love my daughter Dallas, I love my wife Sarah, and I love my brothers and sisters all over the entire world.
And finally, what makes you laugh?
Kind of offbeat humor. Love offbeat humor. If you're going to come at me dead with this straight humor, I can't figure out what's going on. I like to kind of be able to figure out what's going on, and that makes me laugh.